Hello. Welcome to Mahala Monday. Awesome to be with you. My name is Dougal. Rhoda's here. There she is.
Hello, Dougal. How are we doing today?
Good,
you ready
good,
for
good.
the week?
I am.
There we go.
I am absolutely super ready to you. But first things first, we definitely want you to subscribe, like and share this. Please do us that big favor. That will be brilliant. Now, we're recording this a little bit earlier, and we're broadcasting this at what time? 6 o'clock? That's the time we're broadcasting it. Yes,
That's right.
but we're just recording this a little bit earlier in the day because Rhoda's got dinner plans. No, I'm joking. That's not why. Just joking, but we're just doing this a little bit earlier. So things might change between now and, yeah.
Exactly.
But it doesn't change a thing. How are you doing?
I'm good, Dougal. I'm good. I'm kind of extremely anxious. We're in December. We're actually in December. So, the Christmas lights, everything is flowing now, and it's going into the festive season. So it's becoming jolly and happy, and everybody's getting into that merry mood.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the break.
Is your Christmas tree up yet?
Not.
Yeah.
Yours?
No. And I made a promise that it was going to be happening, but it hasn't happened.
Same to
But
same.
I'm thinking maybe at some point this week.
This week or the weekend?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And this is early for me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I normally put it up on the 26th. No, because it just that way I make Christmas last longer. Because then you've had Christmas,
Makes sense.
then I bring it out again. Yay, happiness again.
Good one.
Yeah. So lots to talk about. It is if you got comments or questions, by all, of course, send those through, get the conversation going, which is brilliant. But I just remind you, for the purposes of us responding to that, we are recording this a little bit earlier than we normally do. But it has been a fascinating week, so a lot of things to focus on. And Rhoda's lined up some stuff for us.
That is right.
What do you want to talk about?
So one of the first things that came out, obviously, in the week was the fact that the matric results, Dougal, because obviously we're getting closer to that. Now the matriculants are done writing. So now it's going to obviously be the matric results. But, back in the days, you used to run and wait and you used to go get the newspaper when you basically matriculated and you find your name in the newspaper. So that has been stopped. It's not happening. So families out there, everybody's going to be waiting for the newspapers. It's not happening. And the reason why, Dougal, the new thing is called the Poppy Act.
Okay.
Yeah. So it won't be in there. And so it's the protection of personal information. That's what Poppy Act is called. And it's obviously personal information has been put out there and it has been stopped.
All right. Several things here, Rhoda. Firstly, yes, you're right. It used to come in the newspaper and it was a thing, wasn't
That's
it?
right.
Because
it
sort of guaranteed you as a young person to actually see your name in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Excitement
that?
of it.
Yeah. So there was that whole
the scary
thing.
part of it as well.
So now, once again, you're going to get it by Dove. By Post Dave Pigeon is going to bring you your results. Don't worry. I don't know how else you're going to get it. You go to school. What do you do? Yes, I must actually tell you this. So you had the English publication back in the day. You had the Afrikaans publication.
Yes.
And your names would be in both, right? And my name wasn't in the newspaper.
Oh, my
It was like I was one of the mistakes people.
Oh, my word. Are you
Which
serious?
happened, yeah. In the one paper I was, in the other one I wasn't. Luckily, I saw the paper first where the name was in. But also by that time, a day before that, we had to go to the school
and then you got your
we got our results, so we knew.
Okay.
And then later that day, or it was for some odd reason, I think it was the morning or the afternoon, we kind of got the result. But it also happened at a different time of the year, not like now.
Yes,
It was like before Christmas, I think, or whatever.
So, sorry, and just on that quickly. So, there's age difference between the two of us, and I won't get into the gap. But our time...
I win.
Our time, Dougal, there was no pre-results prior to
Was
school.
there newspapers in your time?
It was Dougal, the only way you were going to find out if you were at our school was going to be the newspaper. You couldn't go to the school and go get your results. You only got that after the newspaper published it. So imagine the fear, like you said, your name wasn't there. We had numerous occasions where kids' names was not there, but they actually passed. When you go to the school, you actually get the results because they actually passed, but their name wasn't published. So obviously human error, human mistake. So can you imagine the amount of kids that really nearly died of a heart attack because there was no results prior to that. It was really go to the newspaper, run through to town because you had to go to Cape Town, to basically get your newspaper and then wait outside the newspaper. You know when the newspaper come out of the...
Fresh.
Fresh from publications because everybody's standing waiting at that. That's how we used to get our results. So can you imagine the amount of kids that was all waiting there from all the schools? Standing waiting for this result. So
My goodness.
it wasn't like, from school prior you knew,
I've
newspaper name not there.
I've joked many a times that I'm still waiting for matric results. Now we all know the joke is real. But anyway, listen, just going on this thing with the Poppy Act.
Yeah.
This is kind of a right decision.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this is also from government side. You gotta, and this is the Department of Basic Education, the DBE.
Yeah.
It is, you gotta be seen doing the right things. Doing this kind of thing is what makes me wonder why I always go things are back to front. Because in terms of what Poppy Act is, and I don't know enough about the Poppy Act. I know protection of personal information, all of this, but we live in a life where personal information isn't that well protected. Because in terms of the Act, it's 18 years for the child, which
That's
makes sense because certain matriculants are 17. But in the meantime, my child is on TikTok, on Facebook,
Exactly.
on Twitter, formerly known as, now known as X, or as I call it.
It's a good one.
You got all these things, Instagram and all of this, and
Yeah.
there's these age gaps. So it's one of those things. I think this ruling or this decision is the right one.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
but it is back to front. It is back to front because how do we enforce this? So for certain things, we enforce the law or not enforce the law. We try and live by the right stuff because government's got to be seen as doing the right things. But society don't do that.
Society
So it's very difficult. Do you know what I mean? Because I just feel, because for me it's a nostalgic thing.
It
My
is.
argument is nostalgia
It
in terms of having the publication done. But is it the right decision? Probably is. So I just think it's very difficult when you don't enforce those kind of restrictions on social media.
On social media.
Let me tell you something, because this is what I had to do as well at the children's school. I had to sign a form for consent for them to publish photos on the school's website, in the school's newsletter. You know, because the netball team won or this team won, so the photo is there.
wow.
I had to give consent that had to happen, for every
wow.
time. So they really follow this, the
Poppy
Poppy
Act.
Act. Well, at least this
Exactly.
school does,
Yeah.
the children's schools do. So this makes complete sense.
Exactly.
But in the meantime, my kids are on Instagram, they're on TikTok, because of all...
What is the age restriction on
And
that
there's
as
an
well?
age restriction
Is it?
there of
Okay.
13.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so this is why I'm saying, when it comes to protection, this is a very, very,
It's a
very
thin
difficult
line,
thing.
I would say difficult, yeah. But then my question to you, Dougal, like you said, society, is it then, obviously governments put it there as age restriction, is it then the parents at fault or the government's, is it their responsibility or is the parents' responsibility?
No.
So,
I think it's a parental thing. I think, look, government is living up to what the Act say it must do. And let's protect the information. But we're talking matrics. So come up with a different way how to do it. Publicize it then on a website. Still make it that national celebration. Why I'm saying is we're kind of going back to front because this is it. A lot of times, this rule makes sense.
Yeah.
When we say protect personal information, we've got to be
Personal
serious about it. You're taking away the crowning moment of a 12-year career. You're not getting
Oh,
the
I didn't
bragging
think of
right.
it like that.
No, because you're not getting the bragging right for having your name in the newspaper. Meanwhile, it's free for my child at 13, 14 to go on
to go
Facebook.
into Facebook and things like that.
That doesn't make sense.
Which doesn't make sense.
So if the government is enforcing it here, then we need stricter regulation from them when it comes to social media.
Media.
Do you know what I mean? It's going to make my life hell.
Especially as a parent.
It's going to make but that's why I'm saying a little bit of it's like, but maybe this is just the start of, I don't know.
Just
I
a
don't
start.
know.
But for me, again, more on the personal side, not necessarily the Poppy Act side. It is kind of for me, you know what? Your name is not there. And you're not one of the sharpest little pencils or colorful pencil in a crayon box. So you really tried your best and your name's not there. So now everybody's looking at, oh, Dougal's name is not here. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's looking because I know I did it. I looked to see if all my friends were there. Did this one part, and one of my friends didn't make it. But you know what? Now everybody knew about this. So your family America knew about it because everybody went to go look for the newspapers, even now, obviously online as well, to go and look at your name there. So it was kind of public broadcast also to say you didn't make it. So kind of, it's like for me emotionally for that child, that's a bit of a difficult one.
Yeah,
So,
no, it is a difficult thing, but matric results no longer appear online or in news publications following a decision by the DBE, and this is in recognizing new privacy laws under the Poppy Act. Yeah. So also we got to familiarize ourselves a little bit more with the Poppy Act, us as a society, so we can really understand these things and the reason why these acts are in place. Yeah, I think it's sad because of nostalgia for me personally, but I think it is ultimately the right decision. And once again, the department here has actually got the kahunas to make this kind of decision, but they let TikTok happen. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. That is my point. Things are just a little back to front. It's like our government has a tendency to take something that works perfectly well and just...
Dougal, so for me, parents out there, I just want to put a message out there. And I know, school holidays are coming up. Please, guys, if you're one of those parents that are just giving a phone...
Give your child a phone.
And I'm going to hit you for that, Dougal. Please, you need to look at what these kids are watching. Because I've seen some of the movies and it looks like cartoons that my daughter's been watching. And my daughter's 23 years old. 22, going on 23. And I sit there sometimes, I'm like...
Here goes the Poppy Act now.
So if you are not watching what your kid is watching, please don't blame anybody else but yourself if your kid is being exposed to the wrong cartoons or to the wrong things, because it's your parental... You as a parent need to be responsible because it's holidays now. And it's quick just to put the kid in front of a cell phone.
Because I told you, I got tricked like that. I got tricked with that. I told you that the cartoony thing, giddy stuff, you think it's perfectly as well. You got to watch the language. You got to watch the language. So none of that, like, daddy's watching. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, daddy's watching. Oh, jump, jump, jump. None of that. Like, be responsible. Please be, Anyway, enough about that.
That's right.
But that is a hot topic, and this is definitely something we can take up again.
We can take up again. Let's have a look at that again and chat about it again. And wanting your opinion and your comments when we live again on that topic. So one of the other things we need to be careful of, guys, is the fact that it's festive season, it's holiday season. Hijacking stats are quite high right now. So please be careful when you're out there. So they're saying that the stats show 70% of all hijackings occur in home or driveways. So please be aware of your surroundings. If you're going shopping, make sure that there's nobody following you, or, as you're going home, rather take a detour if you feel that somebody's behind you. Rather drive around the block and check if this person is not following you. It's extremely high at the moment. And they said most of this happened between 6 at night, Dougal, and 9 o'clock in the evening.
So don't be out that time.
Not necessarily early in the morning. It does happen, but that is more your hot time where all of these things are happening. So please just be careful.
Yeah. I saw the stat now because it's within a 5-kilometer radius. Yes. I used to have a joke where and this is just a joke and me being silly. They said that accidents always happen 7K radius from your home. As soon as I heard that stat, I moved. So when I saw that, I thought, it was my gag.
It's a good one.
Yeah, but just be careful. And also, tying in with the whole cell phone thing.
Yeah.
When you drive, don't let mother who's in the passenger side, all 7 kids at the back, and the 13 people in the boot all sit with a cell phone. This is smash and grab, people.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Be a bit more vigilant. This is where you collectively... I'm not saying we're all going to be like this, but,
Be wary of your surroundings.
Be wary of it. And be careful out there.
Exactly. Man. Careful, Doogie, to the
Look out for one another.
Exactly. Especially the people that's going to be... Everybody is going to be partying, drinking. You know what? If you're going to be partying over the festive season, rather leave your vehicle wherever and get some alternative ways to get home. Because either call a friend, get some services to basically take you home, but rather leave your vehicle where it is. Because you know what? You're not just endangering your life. There's other people on the road as well that you're taking their lives as well. So please, I'm begging you, be careful and be vigilant and be responsible at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what we talk about next?
Next is our favorite, I think, kind of in a way. And everybody's favorite out there is sports.
Yeah.
And one of the things that popped up this weekend, which I got kind of very excited about, was actually golf, Dougal. Can you believe it?
Oh, my goodness.
So
it's not even a sport, Rhoda.
it is a sport, Dougal. I love golf. So Ashley Buhai basically won the Australian Women's Open for the second time in a row. So well done to her. So she holding on the title with Minjee Lee by 1 point. So, I mean, if anybody out there is watching golf, you know what? For us ladies, at the end of it, it's a big thing. So, congratulations to her. And besides that, for the season, she's actually won she's won basically in 3 different continents as well, where she came tops. So, I think she's brilliant at this. And, you know, keep it up and make us proud as South Africans, because she's a South African and she's from Johannesburg. Oh, yeah. So, keep it up.
All right. Very nice. I made a big buai about her.
Yes,
Anyway,
I
or buai about her, I should say. Yeah, her name is perfect. Boy.
Boy. I got you. Sorry, Dougal. I was a bit slow on that one.
Then it was also the sevens this weekend.
That is
We're talking rugby, Rhoda.
No, now we're talking
And
rugby.
yeah, with only 7 people. And normally
Yeah.
the last time our national teams played is 15, we beat the world. Now we just send 7 Oaks out at a time, and they do exactly that.
Do exactly
Half a
that.
team. Anyway, yeah, the Blitzboks, guess what? Yeah, they won the tournament in Dubai as the 7th series got underway, so well done. They beat
Well done.
Argentina 12-7. Which was fantastic.
Hey, yo.
And well
Argentina.
done. Well done. And of
done.
course, yeah, this is big. And the women's team didn't do too bad either.
Yeah.
But they started the campaign on a high note as well. And the Australian women won the women's side of the tournament.
That's
and they
right.
are the champions of the weekend. The Blitzboks and the Blitz Australian women. I don't know if they've got a name.
They've got a name.
Because
So,
Australia is always quick at something. They were quick to exit the proper World Cup. And now they send the girls. Well done.
well done,
Yeah.
well done.
But the Blitz, I will never play for the Blitzboks because I don't have dreads. Anyway, so that's the log that is coming up there. So
Yeah.
you get 20 points for the tournament win. Argentina in the final, then New Zealand, Fiji, and Ireland. That is just the top half. There's many other nations at the
As
bottom,
well.
but we don't want to look so far. We just want to look there. So next is Cape Town. The Cape Town tournament is happening next. After that, it's Perth, Vancouver, Los Angeles, blah, blah, blah. And then there we
wow.
go. Though that's the circuit, and obviously the big one as well as Hong Kong. And I know Hong Kong series normally would have meant that you would get double log points, whatever you would get. So winning the cup and the plate and the shield and all of that. So yeah, so far so good. One tournament in Cape Town, and hopefully
Yeah.
it all goes very well.
all goes well.
So yeah, well done, Blitzbox.
So it's 20, what is that, 15?
Claim to fame.
Wow.
Claim to fame, and I'm gonna find the picture and show you. So 2-3 years ago, year before COVID, it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember, there was the Nelson Mandela century year, was it? 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Somewhere there. Could maybe not far, I'm not sure now. And the Blitzbox played in a very special jersey that was inspired by, you know, the Madiba style shirts and all of that.
wow.
And then
But
the
we didn't
night
have a
of the
picture of that.
handout, and then they got a new sponsor, which was a Castle Zero, Castle Light. One of them, I can't remember. And then there was a certain person involved in handing out the shirts and emceeing the event. And that was
Oh, wow. Are
claim
you
to fame.
serious?
Yeah. I must look for the photo.
Oh, you should have sent the picture
Yeah.
in. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I emceed that. Just,
Oh, wow.
you know, I do world things, you know.
Hey, Proud of you, proud of you. Well done,
Yeah,
my
'cause
friend.
I see a lot of people are saying what they've emceed, and I MC stuff all the time, and I never say what I do.
So there you go.
So,
well
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So our ladies as well obviously played as well. It was a difficult performance for them. They made it to the 10th in the log, Dougal. So yeah, it was one of the better games as well. But we also have to take note of the fact that obviously our ladies team...
Excuse me, Rhoda.
No, you go for it, Dougal. Our ladies team at the end of the day, this is, besides the fact that they've actually got a job, the rugby is not taken professionally as like, okay, they concentrate solely on just playing rugby. So hats off to you ladies for basically juggling your world and making it to the 10th. And I mean, that for me, I'm sorry, it's
Oh,
quite
nice.
good. It's well done. So congratulations to you. And I'm looking forward to seeing your game this weekend as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're going to the Cape Town Sevens, enjoy that. That's going to be brilliant. So,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's going to be absolutely stunning. And if you're lucky enough to have a ticket,
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, so there we go. That is the ladies Australia, New Zealand, and then France. Obviously, Australia right on top there. So it's going to be a tough one again. So you know what? Heads off to our ladies
Just keep at it.
keep going at it for sure.
All right, Rhoda. So one of the other things that that's got a lot of attention, obviously, is the English Premier League.
I believe so.
All right, a lot of attention, and especially over this time, there's a lot of games. So there's the log as it currently stands, is that around 14 games have finished last night. So the next round will be on Tuesday, which is week 15. That is coming. A couple of significant changes there because Arsenal is now leading it. So Manchester City actually drew with Tottenham Hotspur. The result there was 3-3. And Liverpool, man, what a game, firstly, because as a Liverpool supporter, there's the result. It ended 4-3, but it was 2-2, it was 3-2 when I got out of my car going into a gig. When I got inside there, the TV on. From parking lot to there, Liverpool scored two goals. So I was like, yeah.
Wow.
So my team won. Then I want to mention United. And I mentioned it's not my team. I mean, but it is arguably the biggest club in the world. Most supported club in the world.
Most supported, for sure.
Yeah, and if you're a United fan, you have all the right to be disgusted because I think your players do it all the time. They throw your coaches under the bus, and they're doing that again. They lost against Newcastle. Fair play, and not taking anything away to Newcastle, but the way United played, because I actually watched that game, they just weren't making an effort. It appeared to be like that.
Okay.
Whether they just got outplayed, I'm not taking anything away from the Newcastle people. But I just felt. So it's going to be quite interesting. And why we looked at the log is because everybody is debating. Who's, you want to be kind of top Christmas and then see how it goes. So it's looking well. It's looking well for those teams. So Arsenal leading the pack at the moment. Liverpool, they said hi there.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan as well.
City is there. Aston Villa doing very well. United is just there. So Newcastle just there, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And obviously I must mention Chelsea as well because Chelsea's got big support.
Yeah, they've got big support, eh?
Yeah.
Well done, well done.
So that is it. Is that it from us?
Yeah, I think one of our social media ladies basically just said, please mention some of the days it's happening to her, because we haven't done this in a very long time. So before Christmas.
New Year's.
Yeah. Before all of that.
Oh.
So important days to remember will basically be the 4th of December, which is National Sock Day, Dougal. So please wear socks. Sock Day.
In summer, I wear flip-flops. That's Sock Day, okay.
Yeah. So International Cheetah Day, World Wildlife Conservation Day as well. It's all on one day. The 5th of December is World Soil Day. So guys, plant something, I would say. And International Ninja Day. So you always look at it like a ninja to me. So you know what, maybe you should celebrate it as well. Then the 7th of December, International Civil Aviation Day. So I love that. I mean, I'm always for aviation.
That doesn't make sense. So first I'm going to be a mole. I'm going to be digging around in the soil.
Yes.
Then I go ninja, and then I'm flying.
Then you're flying, yes, definitely. And on top of that, me being a sweet tooth, is International Cotton Candy Day. So the 7th of December, I'm definitely going to look for some cotton candy. 7th of December, I'm going to go look for some and have myself a ball of cotton candy. Then the 9th of December is International Anti-Corruption Day.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. So I just needed to mention that as
well. Oh, well done.
So then you're going to sum all of that up within your week. But good luck with that too.
International Anti-Corruption Day.
Yes.
Well, clearly it's not here.
That's the 9th of December.
It's not here, is it? There's a day for that?
There's a day specific.
Not a day, it's anti. It's not a day of doing.
No, it's anti. So which means that day you mustn't. There must be no corruption. I mean, how can you even? Yeah. But yeah.
You telling me you telling me you got to tell government people not to work?
Not.
Here's the irony, isn't it? It's weird how it comes around.
And that's it.
Let me ask you this. You know, this time of the year, surely we are the experts at anti-corruption.
And corruption or anti-corruption?
Anti-corruption. Because it is one of the most used words within our lexicality, within our discourse as a nation. In terms of media, what me and you talk about around the campfire, the braai fire, around the dinner table. No corruption, the word corruption, I mean, not doing it, or just the word corruption, is probably more spoken in South Africa than in any other nation.
True.
It's the same as load shedding.
Doesn't
They
get
don't use
mentioned
that
anywhere
word
else.
anywhere
No.
else.
It's
You know what I
unique
mean?
to South Africa.
I think it's unique to South Africa because they always have these like word of the year kind of thing. And anti to it, yeah. And it's important. So, yeah. No, it's a day you got to talk about it.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So everybody,
Yeah,
all
I
the
have
best
nothing
for
to say.
I've got nothing more to say, but have a fabulous weekend. Be safe, be responsible, and you know what? Be respectful.
Yeah, and next week when we come back, it will be the 11th.
Yes, it will be our last show, Dougal. So we'll summing up everything and just be in a very festive mood. I'll try not to have the champagne on the table. I'll have it afterwards.
No, we're having champagne on the table. We drink here. No, we just joking, man.
Have a fabulous week all.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and share,
Like and
subscribe, catching. Yeah, and to good afternoon.
See you. Bye.